Hello students, in last lecture we discussed one example which is based on the Fredholm and Volterra integral equation, that is how to determine any, if we have given any integral equation, then how we will determine it is either Fredholm Volterra or Volterra integral equation, linear or non-linear, and homogeneous or the non-homogeneous. Then today we discuss about some another example. Question is, classify the following integral equation. U of x is equal to 1/2 plus x minus integral 0 to 1 x minus t u square t dt as Fredholm or Volterra integral equation, linear or non-linear and homogeneous or the non-homogeneous. Now we have given this as an integral equation and we have to look at either it is Fredholm or Volterra integral equation, linear or non-linear, and homogeneous or non-homogeneous. Now for first we look at the limits of the integration. Here the limits of the integration are 0 and the 1, which are the constant. Therefore we know that in the Fredholm integral equation the limits are constant, while in the Volterra integral equation the one limit is a variable. Here we have given both limits of the integration are the constant, therefore the given equation is an Fredholm integral equation. And also the unknown function u of t or u of x, okay, the unknown function is appear inside as well as outside the integral sign, therefore this is an Fredholm integral equation of a second kind. Okay, so we write this as first, the limits of integration are constant and function u of x appears twice, hence the equation is Fredholm integral equation of second kind. Now we have to look at this integral equation is linear or the non-linear. For this we have to look at the unknown function u of x. Here the unknown function u of x under the integral sign when appears with an power 1, then this is a linear integral equation. But look at here, the unknown function u of t is appear with an power 2. It has no power 1. Therefore it is a non-linear integral equation. And here unknown function u of x appears with power 2, hence it is non-linear. Now look at for the homogeneity property. Okay, now look at here, when the function f of x has a value 0, here this is the function f of x. Okay, the form of the integral Fredholm integral equation is phi of x into u of x is equal to f of x plus integral a to b k of x t u of t dt. Therefore by comparing this equation with Fredholm integral equation of a second kind, we get f of x is equal to 1/2 plus x. Here f of x is equal to 1/2 plus x, which is non-zero value. When f of x has a value 0, then this equation is an homogeneous equation. Here f of x is equal to 1/2 plus x, which is a non-zero value. Hence the given equation is non-homogeneous. Hence therefore the given equation which is given us is an Fredholm integral equation of a second kind. After that the unknown function u of x appears with an power 2. Because of that this equation is a non-linear equation, and here the value of an f of x is 1/2 plus x, which is a non-zero value. Therefore the given equation is a non-homogeneous equation. Now the next example is, we have given the integral equation u dash of x is equal to 1 minus 1/3 x cube plus integral 0 to x t u of t dt, and u of 0 is equal to 0. Then classify the equation as Volterra or Fredholm-Integro differential equation and classify linear or non-linear. Solution. We have given equation is u dash of x is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3 x cube plus integral 0 to x t u of t dt with initial condition is given u of 0 is equal to 0. Now we have to classify this integral equation as an Volterra or Fredholm-Integro equation. Now we know the form of an Volterra and the Fredholm-Integro differential equation. The form of the integral differential equation is in this type of integral equation, the unknown function u of s occurs in one side as an ordinary derivative and appears on the other side under the integral sign. Okay, this form is an integral differential equation where the unknown function u of x at one or right hand side or left hand side at one side appear with an differential, that is derivative, and on the other side it appears under the integral sign. This is an integral differential equation. Now we have to look at this equation which is given to us is either an Volterra or the Fredholm-Integro differential equation. For this we have to look at the limits of the integration. Now look at here, the one limit which is an upper limit is an variable x. Therefore this is an Volterra-Integro differential equation, because we know that in the Fredholm-Integro differential equation the limit must be a constant number, but here the one limit is a variable. Therefore the given integral equation is here. Now look at here, the unknown function u of x appears at one side with a derivative, okay, and on the other side the another unknown function u of t is appear under the integral sign. Therefore this is an integral differential equation, and the other by using a limit, one limit is a variable. Therefore this is an Volterra integral equation. Therefore by using both, this is an Volterra integral differential equation. Therefore in the given integral equation, upper limit of integration is x and equation contains differential and integral operator. Hence it is Volterra Integro differential equation. And also for the linearity property, here u of x and u dash of x appears linearly in equation, hence it is linear equation. Now look at here, for the linearity property, the unknown function u of x under the integral appears with an power 1. It has an power 1, and also the derivative u dash of x has an also power 1. Therefore the given equation is a linear equation. And for the homogeneity property, we have f of x is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3 x cube, which is a non-zero value. Okay, compare this equation with an Volterra integral differential equation, and from this we get f of x is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3 x cube, which is a non-zero value. Hence the given equation is non-homogeneous. Hence the given equation is a non-homogeneous. Therefore this equation is nothing but the Volterra integral differential equation. After that it is a linear equation, as a unknown function u of x appear linearly and the f of x has a value non-zero. Therefore this is a non-homogeneous equation. And the last example is third example. discuss type, linearity and homogeneity of following equation. U of x is equal to 1 plus integral 0 to x t u t dt plus integral 0 to pi sin of u of t into u of t dt. Solution. We have given an integral equation u of x is equal to 1 plus integral 0 to x t u of t dt plus integral 0 to pi sin of u t into u of t dt. Okay, now look at the equation. The equation contains two integral signs. Okay, one integral sign has a limit 0 to x and another has a limit 0 to pi. Okay, therefore look at here, this is nothing but the combination of an Volterra and the Fredholm integral equation, as the one integral has a limit 0 to x, that is one upper limit is an x, therefore this is nothing but the Volterra form, and the another limit 0 to pi sin of ut u of t dt has a limit 0 to pi, which are nothing but the constant, therefore this is a Fredholm form. Therefore the given integral equation is a combination of an Volterra and the Fredholm integral equation. Hence by using this we say that this is nothing but the Volterra-Fredholm integral equation, which is a last type of our integral equation. Therefore the solution is, this equation is combination of Volterra and Fredholm integral equation. Hence it is Volterra-Fredholm integral equation. And also the unknown function sin of ut. For the linearity property we have to look at the unknown function u of x has an power 1 and which is a linear, it is not a function of an other function. Okay, but here the unknown function u of t appears with an another function sin of ut, therefore this is not a linear function. Okay, and presence of sin of ut makes it non-linear, and we have f of x has an value 1. Compare this equation with an Fredholm-Volterra integral equation. Here we get f of x has an value 1. Hence it is non-homogeneous equation. Okay, so the given equation is an Volterra-Fredholm integral equation, which is an non-linear equation since the unknown function is an sin of ut, which is an function. The unknown function ux is a function of an sin. Okay, so this is a non-linear, and the unknown function or the function f of x has a value 1, which is a non-zero value. Okay, so the given equation is a non-homogeneous equation. Therefore like this, if we have given any integral equation, you have to look at either it is an Volterra-Fredholm or which kind of an integral equation. After that you have to look at either it is linear or non-linear, and lastly you have to look at it is either homogeneous or the non-homogeneous equation. Therefore these are some examples which are based or determined or help to determine the concept of Volterra and the Fredholm integral equation. Okay, so we stop here and look the next part in the next lecture.